Hi guys, how you doing? Papa K here, Morgantium. Hope you're all well. Got a review for you. I have here MDM Mad Dog Mods, the Mad Dog. Yes, from Southern California. I'll show you in the close-up. Yes. This is basically a copper. It's a solid copper competition mech mod. Now when I say competition mech mod, this is a serious competition mech mod. I know for a fact that they've got the UK, USA e-liquid competitions going on at the moment for the finals at Vapours Expo in Birmingham in May. And I know that the Mad Dog, there's been 2 winners that have been using the Mad Dog competition mech mod. So it is definitely a winning mech mod. I'm going to cut in some video with this review. I'm going to cut in some video of guys using the Mad Dog mod and how it actually performs in producing clouds, and I mean it's just I purchased this from Ryedale Vapour, thanks to Jimmy Drawbridge. Cheers man. Yes, I'd seen the Mad Dog mod, oh gosh, a few weeks ago, and you know it's £140. I mean it's £140 for this copper tube. And you know yourself, you sort of second guess, you think, I'm going to buy it and purchase it. But then I realised that there was no reviews on YouTube regarding the Mad Dog mod. And then I saw the results of people using it in cloud competitions. So I thought, I'll have a look at this. And plus, I really like the look of it. I like the look of the engraving on the side with the Mad Dog. And it's just a beautiful piece of kit. So we'll do a close-up. I'll show you me taking the silver plated brass pin out, or the screw out, how to put the insulator in and out, and just show you. I mean it's a very large copper tube, so there's not much to show in the close-up, but we'll do that anyway. We'll do that now and then we'll come back up. I'll have a vape, oh yes, have a vape, and then tell you what I think myself personally, what I think of the Mad Dog mod. Okay guys, catch you soon. Okay then, here we have the Mad Dog Mods full copper competition tube mod. This is the box with the Mad Dog Mods sticker on top. There's nothing else in this tin box, basically that's it. Let's open it up. Here we go. And straight away we have our certificate of authenticity. The 8th of January 2015. No, actually no, that's wrong because it's American, isn't it? So that's the 1st of August 2015. Excuse my ignorance. I believe that's Robert Lesnick's signature. Robert Lesnick's the guy behind Mad Dog Mods, RL, and I've got serial number 159. So it's £140 from Ryedale Vapour. Oh, and there we go, Ryedale Vapour. We've got a little sticker. Thanks, Jimmy. And then you get a Mad Dog Mod sticker as well. And here we have the Mad Dog mod. This is 99.9% Alaskan Trillium copper. If I can get it out carefully. As you can see, it's very, very, very highly polished. Hello! You can see me in the mod. You've got this beautiful engraving of the logo. It's so well engraved, absolutely beautiful. Very pretty. Very highly polished. Yes, I've spent a lot of time polishing this. When you get it in the box, it's not rough, but it's got like a clear coat lacquer on it, just to protect it. And with the first sort of polish and clean, it comes off. A bit of sort of 1400 fine grit wet and dry sandpaper, just to take all there was machine marks, like tiny little machine marks. I've got a little dink there that came with, but I mean this is a beautifully made Southern Californian design and built competition device. This is a proper competition mech mod. Let's move the box out of the way. Right, first things first, there's no battery in here. It's a hybrid top cap. It's 25mm in diameter, made in America. That's your switch. I'll take everything apart and show you it. Oh, yeah, 25. Actually, that's more 24. I would say that's 24 millimeters in diameter, actually. Yeah, 24 millimeters. 24. Nope, no, it's definitely 25. Yeah, definitely 25 millimeters in diameter, and in height it is. In height we've got 95 millimeters in height. Yeah, 95 millimeters in height, so it's quite short. Right, because this is a solid lump of copper, what does it weigh? Get my scales. Let them zero out. Come on, zero, here we go. Right, and it weighs, no battery in this. It's 228 grams. Wow. And that is, oops, that's 8 ounces. So it's an 8 ounce lump of 99.9% Alaskan Trillium copper. I'll move this out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart and then show you how to put the there's a rubber sort of piece. There's a piece of rubber that goes in the bottom of the device to isolate the battery so it doesn't short from the switch. And also in the box, I forgot about this, you get a little tool. And this little tool is for your hybrid top cap. You need to excuse the state of my nails, but I've been polishing this. That goes on like that. And it allows you to unscrew your hybrid top cap. Now, there's no vinyl, there's no sort of insulator in the bottom. That's just a solid lump of copper, this. I need to get those threads cleaned out inside, they're still polishing there. But I've had no issues with battery earthing. I mean, you have to use a competition atomizer that has the long 510. I mean, I'm using my Kennedy on this, and my Kennedy protrudes by a good, 3 millimeters, so there's no risks of shorting from the battery. So yes, just be very careful that you're putting a proper competition atomizer onto this competition device. This is for competition use. I mean, it's 140 pounds. It's 2 rounds of the UK USA e-liquid for the Birmingham Expo. So it was the Malton round and Sheffield, yeah, Malton and Sheffield. The Mad Dog won 2 rounds in the cloud competition. So yeah, this thing can perform and does perform very well. Right, we'll move on to taking it apart and showing you the switch, the magnets, and how to put it back together. Just wanted to point out, after the close-up I did of the Mad Dog mod, I didn't show you the inside of the tin. And the inside of the tin basically shows you safety for hybrid devices, so using a compatible protruding center pin and non-compatible. So yeah, because this is a hybrid device, you must use an atomizer with a protruding 510 pin. Very important. Also, because when I showed you in the close-up, there's no insulator on this hybrid top cap, right? What I've done is I've got these rubber washers, little rubber washers. I mean, you get them anywhere really. And I'm basically top of the battery and popping it on top of the battery just to give it that extra bit of insulation, that bit of safety. That's all. I mean, that's my personal preference. That's what I'm doing because this is a hybrid device. And I just want that little bit of extra insulation. And these things, I mean, these little rubber washers you can pick up like for, I think it's 20 for £1. I mean, they're really, really cheap. Fit perfectly on top of an 18650 battery. Just gives you that extra bit of safety, really. Okay, guys? Right then, we've taken the Mad Dog mod apart. As you can see, this is a tube. That's your space for your 18650 battery. Now there is a vent hole in the bottom. As you can see how thick that copper really is at the bottom. Your switch recesses into there with the two Airvreth magnets. Made in America, Southern California to be correct. So we have this piece of rubber, this strange bit of rubber that actually fits in the bottom of the mod. That's to stop your battery from shorting when you put the screw in. Because this is your silver plated brass screw for your bottom contact. Now, how to get this back into the Mad Dog? Well, I'm going to try using a battery. What we have to do, the reason it's only half a piece of rubber is that we have to keep that venting hole clear. So this piece of rubber can't cover that hole. It has to be clear so the battery can vent in the case of a critical breakdown. So put that there, like so, and then take the battery, push down gently. Now in the bottom like so. You see that? Do we get a torch down there? And then what I'll do is I'll take a screwdriver and just push it into the edges, but I need to keep that vent hole clear. There, we've got a torch on now. As you can see, I've got that rubber grommet, that rubber sort of washer down the bottom, and that vent hole is clear. And that battery will sit on there and will not short with the switch. Talking of switches, and dogs barking, I need to put the switch back in. Right, we've got these two very powerful rare earth neodymium magnets. They are, excuse the colour of my fingernails, but that was me after polishing the Mad Dog. Right, they are, oops, very strong. Get over there. Oh. They're 13 millimeters in diameter, the magnets, and they are 2.5 millimeters, 3 millimeters in height. Right, so what we need to do is get them to oppose each other. Pull them apart. For such small magnets, they're so strong. Pop that in the bottom. Nice. So I'm going to pop that in there. And then that's it opposing. Eventually. Oh, I can't get them apart. Right. Just slide that on like so, and then push it like that. What I've done is I've taken some double-sided tape and I've popped it onto the end of my screwdriver so that I can take that and stick it down to secure the switch. And there you go. Oops. Get in focus. Focus! There's the silver-plated brass switch in the bottom now, with that rubber isolator for the battery, stop it shorting. Lovely throat. Button's nice and flush in the bottom, and you've got that lovely little raised part. Throw is fantastic with those magnets. Really, really good. Really good. High quality. I mean, high quality.
Just remember, because you're screwing, you know, silver plated brass into copper, just be careful with your threads, really careful with your threads. I mean, you can get spare silver plated brass contact screws from Ryedale Vapour. I mean, Jimmy's got lots available, lots available. The same with these as well, with the hybrid top caps. You've got lots of them available as well, which I need to take the polish out of that. Right, what I find is one of these little brass spark plug brushes, just for cleaning the inside of the threads, is absolutely perfect. Look at that, nice and shiny now. Shiny threads, but you've got to keep your threads really clean on the Mad Dog. And on the internal threads as well. What you have to remember though is, I know a lot of guys do use Dremels out there, but you have to be really careful. This is copper, and copper is extremely soft, very soft. Right, let's put it all back together, put a mod on it, oh, put a atomizer on it and have a vape.
Well, that was a close-up of the Mad Dog mod. Hope you found that interesting. Right, I've now popped on the Kennedy 24, and I have got that little rubber washer, little rubber just under the hybrid top cap. And if I put the close-up, you can see there's not much rise. You know, you're lucky if it's like 0.2 of a millimetre. Just for me, it gives me that extra safety, that's all, so it's not going to short my pocket. Or safety is always paramount, especially with hybrid devices and very high powerful hybrid devices. So I've got some, I can't believe it's not donuts. Donuts. It's like a Reese's Pieces candied icing with donut. It's very nice. Alright, drip this up onto the Kennedy 24, which is on the Mad Dog mod. I do actually have the Vapour Clouds X1 coming very shortly, which is a 24mm RDA, very similar to the Kennedy, but Vapour Clouds have put their own sort of twist on it. So, and it's copper, so it should fit beautifully on the Mad Dog mod. So here we go, some clouds. That is just immense. I've got a 0.1 build in here, NI Flatwire 21. Now, apparently, according to maddog.com site, there's a 99% efficiency under a 0.1 ohm build. That's how good this thing is. The voltage drop is like, well, none. It's just... I was using the Sub-Zero clone at the weekend, and I was vaping fine on that with this device in it as well. I got my Mad Dog mod, put the battery in it, stuck this on top, and coughed my guts up. It was completely different. It was right at the back of the throat, full power. Now I know why, you know, vapors at cloud competitions are winning cloud competitions with this device. It is a proper competition, contest-winning mechanical mod. You've got to think of safety here though, because it is a hybrid. It's solid copper, your battery safety, you've also got your venting. It does vent really well on the bottom with that little hole, but you have to make sure that rubber insulator strip doesn't cover the venting hole. When you're taking that insulator out to wash and clean your Mad Dog mod, make sure when you put it back in, like I showed you in the close-up, that the vent hole is clear. What I'll do is I'll cut in some videos now of vapors out there in the United Kingdom blowing some clouds and showing you how this thing can perform. And here we have Mr. James Drawbridge himself at Ryedale Vapour, and he's going to be chucking some clouds with the Mad Dog. Here we go. In the cloud competition, what you're looking for is distance like that. Not so much consistency or density, it's the distance that we're looking for.
Right, gents. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done.
Yeah? You guys ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Conal. Oh, Conal. Yeah? Guys ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's that.
This is a 0.1 build at 99% efficiency. Now I'm going to try and blow some clouds. Okay guys? Mad Dog, Kennedy 24, here we go. So that was some of my friends and some well-known Facebook vapors just throwing some clouds out there using the Mad Dog. To be honest, I bought it because I like the look of it. I love that engraving on the side with the MDM and Mad Dog mods and the whole simplicity of it. But you saw the weight, it's 8 ounces. It's a solid lump of beryllium copper, 99.9%. You have to remember as well, because of that almost 100% being copper, it's very soft, extremely soft. Be careful with your threads, be careful when you're cleaning it, when you're putting your atomizers on and off of it, just that extra care when you're, it's a work of art. I mean, the team behind MDM, they've created something that's just beautiful. Sorry, I'm gushing now, but I have really fallen in love with this device. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the switch, I love the throw, I just love everything about it. It is just stunning. If I lost it, if I broke it, would I buy another one at £140? Yes, I would. I would buy another one. Definitely. Definitely. It's just worth the money. You look at devices out there, I mean, £140 is not that expensive for something this high quality. When you look at other big American vape companies out there that are a lot more money, £140 for this, because it's so simple, because of those magnets, because of the way it's designed, it's well worth the money. And the support that you get from MDM, and also there's groups as well on Facebook, the support for this is absolutely brilliant. You can get it silver plated, you can get it gold plated. I mean, there's people out there that are customizing these mods because they can, because they want to, because they want to make it special, because it is a competition winner. Anyway, I'll stop gushing now, guys. So that was the Mad Dog mod from Mad Dog. Oh, well, this one actually from Ryedale Vaping, sorry. Ryedale Vaping in Malton, Yorkshire. Yes, £140. Big thanks to Jimmy Drawbridge for tempting me, really. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have bought it. But yeah, he tempted me and he won, and thank you. So, thank you very much. Bye-bye.